Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Natalia Munoz and I'm an occupational therapy student. So today we're going to talk about visual processing skills and how can you help a child work on these skills with things that you have at home. First of all, let's talk about what visual processing skills are. These are the skills that we all need in order to be able to read, write, cut. So it's the ability to coordinate eye-hand movements. Such as, can I look at a target and throw my hand? Can I look at the line on the paper and write on that line? Figure ground discrimination. Am I able to identify a shape or an object even though there's a lot of other items in the back, or different colors, different figures, shapes, colors, contrast? Visual discrimination is the ability to identify the colors, the form, the size of an item, even if it's with other items that are similar to it. Then we have the position and space of an item. So are we able to visually understand that what we're looking for is on top of the table, under the table, or on top of the book, under the book, on the left, on the right? We also have visual memory. Are we able to learn the shape and then be able to identify whether it's a shape or a letter or a number? Can we find it and can we be 100% sure that that is what we're understanding and processing? Then we have visual motor integration, and that's also very important because it's when we see something, our brain understands what it is, but then how do we actually make or replicate what we see? So when we're writing, and let's say we're copying from a board, we see the words, we understand what the word is, and then we're capable of writing it on the paper. Sometimes that's very difficult for certain patients. Then we have figure form constancy. So we understand and we learn that a circle is a circle on a paper, but can I identify a shape that is related to a circle? So let's say the clock looks like a circle. Then a square is a square on paper, but can I identify it in another environment such as a box? The triangle, we can understand and see the triangle on the paper, but in another scenario we can see a triangle as a pizza. So those are form constancy. Even if it's a different presentation, it's still the same shape and we understand what it is. Now, sometimes children are not capable of performing visual perceptual skills, and this is going to affect their ability to write, their ability to color, their ability to read, cutting on a line, cutting out a picture. So you want to be able of providing activities at home that encourages them to use the proper grasp, use their eyes and their hands to coordinate movements. You always want to start with big items and then move up to small items. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say you want to work on picking up cotton balls, which is one of the activities that I have today. You can start off with the tongs from the kitchen, and these are here. So these activities are really not expensive. If you already have the items at home, you don't need to buy anything, and if by any chance you don't have it, you can get them at the dollar store or at the supermarket, and they're not going to be very expensive. So let's see, how do we do this? I use a toilet paper roll, so I draw a little face on it, and then we're gonna have cotton balls here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to show our children how to use the tongs to pick up the cotton ball and then feed it to our little friend here. What are we working on? Visual perception skills. Can you identify what the cotton ball is and where is it located at? If you have different colors of blocks, or maybe the pom-pom balls, then you can also work on, okay, let's only pick up the blue one or the red one. So you're also working on preparation to use scissors So you teaching the child how to open and close the scissors. In this case, this is the tongue. So we're gonna feed it. Can you see where the circle is so that you can let the cotton ball fall inside our little person here? So here we go. This is a simple activity. Now, if you wanna upgrade it, we can do it by using a smaller item. Here I have, this is one of the condiments containers that I had left over. So what I do is I put it in front of the child, and then let's say I use pasta, spaghetti, and then what I do is I cut it in little pieces. They're right here. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use tweezers. We're upgrading the activity. Now the child knows how to open and close their hands. They can use it for scissors. Now we're working on the little tripod grasp that you want, separating the fingers of the hands so that they are using a more advanced grasp. So we're gonna pick up the little spaghetti and we're gonna make it go inside the little hole. Visual perceptual skills. Can they see the little hole in the container? Now can they coordinate those eye-hand coordination movements that I was saying? Can you put the spaghetti inside the little hole? Do you have the enough pressure to pick up the spaghetti and not break it? Do you understand that you need to rotate your hand to coordinate that movement of your hand so you can follow what your eyes are looking at? So this would be upgrading this activity. Okay. Now another activity that I use, if you want to go to the dollar store, you can put the pipe cleaners inside the little holes, and you're still working on eye-hand coordination and visual perceptual skills, because then the child needs to find the little hole in the container and make sure that the pipe cleaner goes inside the little hole. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, the items, most of the items you're gonna have home, and you're not gonna need to go and buy fancy toys or fancy objects to complete this. And this is gonna give your child an activity to experiment. They can learn colors, they can learn how to use different grasps. And the tongues is easier because it doesn't have enough resistance for the smaller kids. And then the tweezers are more difficult because obviously they're a little bit smaller. And like I said, most of it will be in your house, and if not, they're very inexpensive items such as the cotton balls or the pipe cleaners. All right, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video.